Okay, so today we draw fisheye perspective with perspective grids. I've been talk about this in the previous tutorials, like about Amao perspective, about Nine Monkeys perspective, and in my tutorial about rotating objects in perspective. So today we'll just give you some perspective grids you can use. Just take these grids in your illustration. It's kind of very convenient. So wait a second. Так. So do because perspective grids, like I tell many times, perspective grids, they also work like a composition, like structure for your composition. So and then when we have interesting perspective, it's like make your illustration also more exciting, more interesting. So let's first type of fisheye perspective. So here will be horizon line like this, and y axis will be like this here. So we have here this level of curviness, and then draw some transition. And for, let's see, this will be X. Will be right here, 6. And Z. So Z here is like on a 5 vanishing point perspective. It's just kind of going to center, and you just can draw as many as you need. Let's just draw a little more. So then here, yeah, also need to mention like a camera direction, like point of view kind of. It's here, just right in the center here. This is why also horizon line is flat, because it's on a level of eye level kind of, or camera level. So then we have camera looking down, kind of like turned down, or if you turn your head down, so horizon line will be like this, y-axis still will be like this, vertical here, but for y-axis, for y-lines, we need to find where this is optional, so you choose just for yourself where you want to be y vanishing points. Like you want it to be visible here, like how high you want it to be to horizon line. So let's say it's here, so here will be y vanishing point. So, and then I just make this kind of curvature. Also kind of important to notice here when you build this kind of perspective grid, curvilinear, so there will be always like a straight line for each axis kind of. And so here for Y we have this vertical line, and then you start to make curve. So and this curve became stronger and stronger, and kind of making turn like this. Then for X, so for X we need to decide also where will be vanishing points for X, and these vanishing points for X, they will also create this cross of camera direction. Like here you see this X vanishing points, they're leaning on the horizon line just outside of picture plane. Here I can decide if I make yeah, let's say just for example, so here will be, so it means here I have these two X vanishing points. So like I told before, like this will have like a straight line which intersect with the Y-axis, and this moment of intersection Y and X, it's a kind of camera direction. So right now we have, like I told in my tutorial about rotation, when I was talking about rotation objects, rotation objects according to viewer, rotation camera, and rotation objects relative to each other kind of, right? So I mentioned this, like right now what we have this is the vanishing point. So we have a ratio of like this distance between Z and Y vanishing points, and here camera direction is like we make this ratio kind of how far it's from Z and how close it's to Y-axis. So this ratio show us camera angle, like how much camera rotated. So let's need to wake up kind of. Okay, so here let's say we have camera. So when it looks straight it's kind of 0, when it looks down it's 90, right? So and let's figure out here what is angle. So if I in the middle it's 45. So here if I divide on half, this is 45, and then I see okay how many parts is remain. So okay, so this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, like a quarter from 45. So let's see, it's like 22 and a half, or no, wait a second, it's a half, no, it's 11, okay, around 11. So if here is 22 and a half, then here will be 11 and 2, kind of about 11 anyway. So this ratio give you idea about in what angle camera is rotated below, kind of downwards below horizon line. So just this kind of nuance might be useful for you. So and also like X have this line, straight line like this. Z have straight line which is equal, kind of merge with the Y vertical line in this case. So okay. And then it will just kind of draw curve lines from x axis, from x vanishing points, and this, and z axis will do this kind of curve around y axis. So if here is going straight down, then here is start to get curve like this. Oh, it's from Z. Wow. Not wake up yet. Kind of this from Z vanishing point on horizon line, not from camera. Okay. So this way you see we have this kind of roundness over ground. So also just kind of remember this, like Z, Y, and it's like you imagine, you don't need to draw this line, but you kind of imagine it. So it's like goes like this, but we don't have this point in this perspective grids. It should be kind of outside, because otherwise it will be 6-point perspective and it's kind of different topic. Don't need to don't put it all together, because if you will make this second Z vanishing point, it's like you want to show behind. It's kind of different perspective. Так, so so same will happen like when you move camera, rotate camera upwards, then we'll have opposite horizon line will be bent like this. So here we have y-axis. Again, you choose where is y vanishing point, and we choose where is x vanishing points. Let's say here. So again, it's give us camera direction here. So it's like, yeah, this time it's like 22 angle rotation above horizon line. So then you can continue this curvature. So you see again how it works, right? So we already have this curvature of horizon line, which is merged with the curvature of x axis from point to point. And then you need to kind of make this movement, like when in one moment will be a straight line, but then it starts to bend like opposite direction. It's just kind of freehand drawing it. And Z vanishing point on a horizon line, and same is like on like we'll have straight line when it's matched with the y axis, and then we just start to draw this curvature. In one moment it will match with the horizon line here. I just don't draw it because I want to keep this pink color, but it's here also, like from Z to X goes this line, and then you continue kind of, and you see this kind of here will be again like a straight line with this. So then, if we have like perspective like this, like camera look down, but also kind of we have situation when it's camera inside room or space, kind of camera rotated 45 angle, so it's like two vanishing point perspective, because this it's fish eye perspective, like 5-point perspective kind of, but if you have like 45 rotation, it will become this kind of situation when it's like 2-point perspective. So instead of 2x we have x and z. So okay, I will show you. It's very interesting here. So we have horizon line again, because camera look down and horizon line bent this way. Here will be y axis with y vanishing point, and we making, okay, let's say I do like this. So here will be x vanishing point, and here will be z vanishing point. So, and y-axis, like I showed here before, it will, from this straight line, it will start to get curve. In one moment it will intersect with z and x vanishing points. And you see what we have here, interesting construction. It's, we have this straight line and we have two curves, right? Same kind of happen with x, because x also have same like mutual curve line with z vanishing point, and also have mutual line with y vanishing point. So again, it's two curves, and in between these two curves will be straight line. And now we have point of intersection, where will be intersection with straight line from z vanishing point. And also, like here you see we have straight line, we have curve line which like align, merge with a horizon line, and also merge with a curve line from y vanishing point. So this kind of main like kind of frame for this fisheye perspective, like 3 vanishing point fisheye perspective, yeah, will be more proper way to say. And again, this point of intersection, it's a camera direction, so it's like, and we can see it's about 45 degree, because from horizon line and between horizon line and the y-axis is kind of about half, kind of near half, so 45 angle camera rotated downwards. So same, then you just can fill with as many lines as you need. So at first you build kind of this frame for a 3-point fisheye perspective, and then you can draw this grid, this so just it's very useful, because when you make grid for your drawings, you can control how many lines you do. You don't need to like draw like 100 lines, so you will lost in it. So, but you need at least to have this main frame. Okay, so let's also, also kind of, okay, maybe I use this kind of frame. So we can also make like this, but will be not 3 vanishing point, it will be like kind of 4 vanishing point perspective, also with 45. It's, if we do kind of this, so without camera rotation, we have straight horizon line, and we have, let's say, 2 Y vanishing points. So here will be X vanishing point, and here will be a Z vanishing point. So you see kind of this much easier perspective grid, because here we have this cross, kind of diagonal cross. Here it's just like this. So it's same idea, because like I told before, we have like 2 curved lines and a straight line in the middle. Same kind of X here, and same Z go here. So you see kind of same structure. We have X have straight, 2 curves, Z have straight, 2 curves, Y have straight and 2 curves. They just going from one to another visible vanishing points. And then just put lines here. Так. Also, just remember, you need to have like clear understanding and remember it very good. Hello, Konstantinos. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. How are you? So what you need to remember is this, like I say, this straight line. So it's from straight curvature goes to this curvature, intersect with Y vanishing point, and it's continuous this curvature. So this is kind of first most kind of confusion moment for people who study this curvilinear grids, because you may start to draw it wrong direction. You just remember it's like straight here, and then its curvature grows and continuous after Y vanishing point. It's also continuous, kind of this. Так, so same. Show you. Так. Same here, we have straight line, we have this curve going through Y vanishing point, and then in between, like kind of closer to straight line, and then keep kind of get more curve. Yeah, for my tutorial about rotation and perspective. I draw on Cintiq. I bought Cintiq long time ago. Так. Then let's see, one more. Okay, so what kind of, okay, let's do like this 3 vanishing point with the camera look up. So remember this perspective grids, and this perspective grids will give you this like super awesome like dynamic composition in your work, and I will kind of show a little later how it looks. And you watch my previous video with Omao and with Ryan Berry, aka 9 Monkeys. Like he always has this kind of cool dynamic perspective. So let's say, so here Y vanishing point, then here will be X, here will be Z. Yeah, I show you structure of curvilinear perspective. So then here we have like okay, you see it's like I have this X vanishing point. It's, I know already it has this horizon line curve as his one side of curve, and this intersection curve with from y-axis, it's his left, like X left curve, right? So I can just continue. So now we have 2 curves for X vanishing point, and I just draw straight line in between. So I get this point. It's where is the camera direction. It's kind of like, you imagine it's like a cross on a camera, like in the middle of a screen. Is this where is like direction of camera. So it's like above horizon line. So like 40 angle, I guess. So, and now it's very easy to make also for Z, because for Z we have this curve and we have this curve with Y, and we have point for straight line. So I don't know if you can find anywhere else people explain you this. So I give you like very simple explanation and demonstration of this grid. It's like you can make really cool pictures with this grid. So let's do like this. So now, and like I say, let's say Z, right? We have this curvature here. Just continue. Of course, for drawing in this curvilinear fisheye perspective, you need to be already confident with a 3-point perspective and with some like simple fisheye perspective when you just have curvilinear grid. And to be confident, you don't need to be genius, you just need to draw more. Just draw more. Practice of drawing with perspective grids. Like you watch this, okay, draw, follow my sequence, draw how I show you, and draw like 100 times, you know. It will like destroy this idea of looking for faster ways to improvement. Like, yeah, I can use this phrase for like catchphrase for kind of promote my videos and stuff, like how to improve faster, how to improve faster. But for yourself, you need to realize clearly it's nonsense. You cannot improve faster. You can improve only like walking straight, kind of direct way, you know. So and you need to do it, or you can procrastinate it, and you will just it will take you longer, you know, while you will like procrastinating, looking for some shortcuts, looking for some amazing advice. You will just waste your time. Instead, just do this practice. So here is actual tools, is actual technique every artist use. Right now, maybe for you it looks hard or not so comfortable. Yeah, just because you doesn't practice it. So practice, start to draw it and draw it again and again. And you will get very quickly, you will get good at it. Just because you get mileage, you get experience. You cannot emulate experience. You cannot emulate your actual practice, you know. It's like, let's say, yeah, like being artist is like being like a fighter, kind of, right? Like you can like try to look tough and stuff, yeah, but it doesn't make you good fighter. Like any real fighter will like kind of put you in the S, you know. So same here, if you want to become real artist, you need to draw a lot. Just draw a lot, like draw 100 times each of this grid, like in a different scenario. Like you draw it to grid just for practice, to memorize sequence, and you draw this grid to draw your picture. You draw this grid for sketching outdoors. I use these grids also when I draw some picture outdoors. Just keep drawing it. You need to repetition. Like in like Asia, people study characters. They always base on a repetition. You just need to kind of write this hieroglyphs, you know, again and again, again and again, again and again. So like at least like 50 times you need to draw each hieroglyph, like, so it will start to, you will start to remember it, how to do it, you know. So don't expect anything. Don't even think you understand unless you draw it 50 times. Just simple, true, kind of simple reality. You need to, as faster you will understand, like faster you will improve. This kind of shortcut and super advice for you. When is a like solid, hardcore, definite, like ultimate base and essentials, then you must do them, just grind them, just sit and draw them 100,000 times, you know, and until you will like wake up in the night and you can like draw this stuff perspective like immediately, and you will not even like flinch and like, oh, like I forget. No, you should do it automatically, and you will do it automatically when you will practice it, or just repeat again and again. So this is kind of like super amazing fact for you to faster improvement, faster and more practice, like more practice, kind of less waste of time. This is fast improvement. I used to think that perspective just flat dimensions. Now understands that coral neurofascia. So, yeah, perspective is not about flat and stuff. It's kind of like when we draw stuff in perspective, it's like we are projecting our perception of reality. This is how we really perceive. We don't think about it, but like our brain, he making these kind of pictures. It's like our brain creating animation for us, like every moment, you know. It's like super fast speed. He kind of generating picture of reality, kind of, right? So I was watch about brain perception, very interesting video, and this like neuroscientist, he was like talking about how much work brain actually do. Like we have no idea how much work is happen, like every minute, every second, kind of, because like when we move our head, let's say like this, right? So many information like changing, so many data, and our brain, he have like kind of mechanisms to figure out is not an earthquake, I'm not like falling down, my house not falling down, I am rotating head, you know. So it's so kind of creating this like sequence of pictures for me, so it also look like so I will not throw up because like everything is moving around now. Like brain make illusion of stable picture, kind of. So like I move from here to here, everything is stable, but it's kind of made up by brain, kind of, you know. So in reality, it's like I've been just watched like 1,000 perspective images, kind of 1,000 images with perspective, something like this. If you're a neuroscientist or this kind of about brain science, write me in the comments. So let's draw some pictures with this grid. So also about like studying and improving, I've been watching like I even forget how many books and like tutorials, articles about perspective, and I keep rewatching them, looking again, like Kranz. I've been studying from Kranz a lot, and watch his workshops, watch his I buy his like long time ago document about rotation and perspective, like, and I've been like almost 8 years, I think, like 7 years for sure, like I've been just rewatching it again and again, just like a study from beginning, you know. So you study once, then you come back, study again, and like couple days ago I was also looking at it, like to make sure, do I really get it completely, or is there still something I can learn from these tutorials, kind of, you know. So because there is like a spiral of learning, right? You get to new level, now you understand things differently, so you can watch again and you will see it's deeper and more nuanced. You will really understand it on new level. Then you get to new level, you again come back and review again, kind of. So essentials, they are like this. You just repeat practicing essentials and you get better in anything else. It's just your foundation. So because it's in a foundation of every drawing, this kind of frames, you know, perspective grids, and your clear understanding of this box logic of rotation, because you understand it, but then you kind of you need to draw it. You need to really like draw it again and again, again and again. So you will have less and less effort and like take it from your memory. It will like appear kind of instantly, you know. It's like, oh, how to do this? You even like first you will like think about, oh, how to do this? I just studied recently, and then you will remember it so fast. So you will remember it faster than you kind of you will remember answer faster than your brain will be aware of your question. This kind of how it works, you know. So let's take this grid. We have horizon line, we have the axis. And y-axis. So yeah, Konstantinos, I don't understand your question. It's like, what's mean looking above down? It's like from above look down, or don't understand. So same like with ellipses, let's say. I know if you doesn't practice ellipses drawing, it just this can ruin your drawing, because you will stuck with kind of like, oh, I don't know like how to draw this ellipse, and you're like erase, redraw, and you lost flow, like no more flow. It just became like you're fighting with the ellipse. And same with all essentials, because if you're not fluent with essentials, you will struggle with it instead of working on your idea, and instead of working on your like composition, like just kind of working on what is a reason like for you being to start this picture. Like you have some message, you want to have fun, but instead you're fighting with the basics, like you're like struggle with perspective, you know. So you should fix it, and to fix this is learn theory and practice theory. And there is practice kind of like exercises. Sometimes it's just like this, let's say you can draw again and again, like consider it's like kind of hieroglyph, like a symbol you want to remember how to draw. So you need to practice it itself, like a very focused practice kind of, right? So you just want to remember structure, logic, and sequence. And then also practice of applying it in the actual work. So it's like practice of like making your illustration with this perspective grid, because it's also important experience, because you will kind of, you will just, again, you will get more accustomed to drawing this perspective for actual work, not only for training. Same kind of like if you study language, right? So you study language, there is like class, there is homework, so all this is like learning practice, and then there is practice of actual kind of actual application of what you learn. So kind of doodling just some. Wanted to make some kind of crazy cyberpunk. So you go in like to some places where people speak this foreign language, so you can practice to speak with real people. Or you, if you want to have like watching movies, watching lectures on this language, is also you kind of practice to apply your learn knowledge. So same approach with drawing. You learn theory, you practice theory, like exercise, like training, and then you practice of application. So you just like when I mean practice application, it's mean like you also, it's essential kind of, it's helpful for you to aware that you are on a practice stage. You doesn't fluent yet, so don't be hard too much on yourself. So it's like when you go to like want to practice speak language with foreign people, and it's like your first experience, you don't expect to be like super fluent native speaker kind of, right? So you know you might sound funny, and other people also understand this, usually is totally fine. So it's just natural stages, and you kind of need to be aware of it and understand how it works. It's kind of stages, it's kind of laws, natural laws, kind of. You cannot get over them. You need to get through, and you can get through them systematically. You can get through them more like rigorously, which will make you improve faster, because you are going like without like you are not avoiding it, you're working directly with it, so you can do it faster, you know. You can more dedicate your time to this. Hello, Nat Jackson. Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. So yeah, this Kim Jung Gi is a perfect demonstration of this stuff. So it's and again, like I tell, like this, like Kim Jung Gi famous ability to draw without reference and without pencil. It's more like I don't know. It's like impressive, and it's help to kind of faster demonstrate this idea for amateurs, like what is mean to get a lot of practice and rigorous work. But there is all of artists like who have this pro level, like comic book artists, painters, illustrators, like who have amazing skill. They might draw with pencil, like they might draw with a lot of reference, but their level, it's a kind of, it's amazing. It's like super, like very delicate, very nuanced, very deep thought, and like you only will able to work on their level if you work a lot. And like I'm talking, you know, like Fred Moore, Daniel Warren Johnson, also kind of, yeah. Who else? Yeah, any like top tier artists, kind of. There's also saying about talent, like when I was going to boxing and there was a coach, he tell us about talent. So he say it's like in the boxing there's notoriously this correlation, like talented people, they tend to kind of to be entitled, kind of, and so they're stuck on a beginner level because they don't want to hard work, you know. So, and people who have no talent, they actually became much better than talented people because they're from beginning, they're accustomed to hard work. They like have this discipline and attitude for like let's say regular hard work and like not expecting anything like more or any gifts kind of from nature and stuff, you know. So it's kind of interesting fact. So it's like if you look like boxing champions, is this like what coach tell me? He say like mostly all of the champions is not, they're not talented. They all just hard learners. They get their level from hard work. Because you might be talented, like to impress your local community, but when you need to go to professional community, to professional level, it's another thing. There you need to be really, really you need to have work ethic, you need to have a lot of discipline, you need to know a lot of stuff, a lot of theory. So you cannot born with this. Nobody born with theoretical knowledge. Oh, cool. Thank you. Kind of this. So. Let's draw. Let's do this one, but also like tilt camera like this. So tilt camera, it means like, okay, I have horizon line like this, and y-axis will be tilted. So tilt of y-axis, it's tilt of camera. So here will be camera direction, and then here will be y vanishing point. So this is the vanishing point on horizon line. So you see, it's also a way of practice. It's like you're making small perspective drawings. It's good practice in one way because you have less kind of pressure for yourself. It's like you're drawing something, but you're not making like illustration for exhibition. It's your kind of detailed thumbnail, you know, but you are working through real working sequence, because exactly this way I draw my big illustrations. Exactly same way I draw big murals. Like I draw like huge murals, like how much I have, like my biggest mural was like 30-meter long, I think. No, like it was not all wall, like 15-meter for sure. So it was like 15-meter long and like 3.5 meters high. So I was like drawing with scaffolding. So exactly same approach. That's why it's so interesting. You just practice drawing thumbnails to practice work sequence. So here y-axis. Cool, thank you, Konstantinos. No, and I don't include video links in my books anymore, because I did a video link in my book before, and then my YouTube channel been hacked kind of and erased. So it's kind of annoying. So I need to like make video, put on my website, maybe then put a link in a book, because YouTube is no guarantee it will be forever kind of video on YouTube. So here, let's see. But in my book 100 by 101, have tutorial like with the pictures and text. They're kind of demonstration of my outdoor drawing process. So here's you go to my Gumroad. Gumroad have a lot of video about drawing, like urban sketching tutorials on Gumroad. Very special. Like I have advanced urban sketching video. Also kind of like nobody will tell you this. Like my unique techniques. Так. Get here. Okay, let's try to. Look like a children and a driving. Так. No, my people here look ridiculous. Так. It's not a scam, it was a Google Mail leak. So like big leak, many emails being like passwords to many emails being stolen. It's like 2000, I forget exactly what year it was, like 2020 or 21. So I just didn't have like stronger protection, so they steal my password and they get access to my PayPal, YouTube, and somehow I get back to my PayPal, but YouTube just lost. They change kind of everything in YouTube, and then it's just been deleted forever. I don't know why. Kind of. They probably did some like a scam on my YouTube, so YouTube deleted. And I got on this channel, I got 15,000 subscribers, because I have video with like drawing in Hong Kong metro, and this video was in share in LED Bible on the Facebook, so I get like million viewers. It's kind of sad. So I wait this to dry here, will redraw people. This looks horrible. So, and here let's just draw second grid like this. So it will be horizon line like this. And y-axis like this. So this y vanishing point, z vanishing point. And x, x, let's be here, so I have x vanishing points outside of picture. Here how it goes. So here is second grid. Так, let's see. Yeah, and this YouTube channel, before I get so many videos from Shanghai, from Beijing. Так. Which I don't have copy, so just lost them. Так, let's see. So this y here. Так. So in here, let's say, give me a second. Так. Who to draw here? Okay. Just kind of improvising, doodling in this fish eye perspective. So also kind of talking about this practice, I think, you know, like there is videos about how to draw like Kim Jung Gi, and talking about drawing without pencil, which I think is not really useful, because you need to learn to kind of to have solid perspective, and this what Kim Jung Gi did in his early stages. We can see how much like you can see like how many pencil work he did before in the early stages. So instead of like focus on idea drawing without pencil, you better focus on practice proper perspective, and like especially like fish eye perspective is not easy one, so you need some time. And here is kind of like balance between like long drawing and between like improvisation like Kim Jung Gi do. So you make like pencil sketch and then you improvise with the ink, just like here I'm kind of just doodling around, imagine some stuff. Hello Jack. Cool. Welcome to this channel. Yeah, check out my I have many interesting video like analysis artists like Nine Monkeys, Ryan Berry, Möbius, Atomo, Masamune Shiro. I have video about them. Should be interesting. Here we have. Yeah, and I have recently very cool tutorial about how to draw rotate in perspective, which should be like should be not for free, but I want to make money on YouTube, like from ads and members, so I think it's fine. I put it open. Also, I have a video recently about 6-point perspective, this like how to draw 6-point spherical perspective, especially this famous Escher reflective sphere. I did my cyberpunk Escher reflective sphere. So I believe my channel is really will be really interesting for passionate sketchers, because I'm very enthusiastic self learner kind of. I love to study. I watch a lot of materials. I always review and like looking for new information everywhere. And I'm sharing my kind of discoveries and my personal insights, because I have like a bunch of my own insights, very unique concepts kind of, which kind of I develop throughout like how many years already, like more than 20 years. I'm like being artist more than 20 years already. It's like since I go to art college, when I decide to be artist, it's already 20 years. So and get a lot of observations, a lot of like different perspectives from different teachers, from different artists. So it helped me to get my own ideas also. My kind of main specialty, kind of my main expertise is outdoor drawings, outdoor sketch, travel sketch, but now I kind of moving towards illustration and comic books. So I kind of always been interested in it, like how to be able to draw without reference, without like not from observation but from kind of imagination, right? Like drawing my own stories. So I've been kind of looking for techniques. Also I've been working teacher, full-time art teacher in Hong Kong, in Taiwan. And eventually kind of why I'm doing YouTube right now, or hello human theater. Thank you. Yeah, why I doing YouTube, it's also because I love to teach, but here it should be wrong, okay. But I don't want to be like a leisure teacher, you know. It's like it's many art salons where people go in for leisure, like when they just on weekend, on the off, they want to make some oil paintings of flowers and some pretty pink sunsets and stuff like this. So they don't have real interest in education. You cannot teach them anything. They just want get easy tutorial like with a quick result, and I hate this. I don't want to work like this, you know. Kind of profanity is ridiculous. It's against art, you know. It's make people believe they're doing art when they're doing like, I don't know even how to call it. So I prefer make YouTube where I can talk about real stuff, you know, and maybe like if somebody will interested can also make like private classes and stuff, just because I like to learn new stuff and I like to talk about what I learn, and I love to learn from other people too. So just I want to contribute into real education, like against profanity, you know, against this fake this kind of disgrace which like imitates real education. Так. So also if you have a YouTube channel teaching art, maybe we can collaborate something. Let's just yeah, just kind of contribute for real culture, for real art. Так, so here I trying to make, so this will have this curved horizon line, and I kind of challenge here to make some strong foreshortening with the dude. Some kind of John Wick. Hello, Vampire Nocturne. Who is my favorite artist? Like I have like favorite artists for different kind of for different elements. For composition, I love Fred Moore. He kind of like very interesting, like how he make abstract composition in his comic books and illustrations, like, you know, organizing these patterns, shapes. Then like for line art in general, it's definitely Möbius, because he kind of have everything you need to learn about line art. You just can study from his work. Then Masamune Shiro and Atomo, they're kind of, I don't know, they're just like a classic of cyberpunk kind of urban environments. And Tsutomu Nihei, yeah, maybe can say, if talk about architecture and environment art, Tsutomu Nihei is my favorite. So it's kind of mix of Tsutomu Nihei and Fred Moore, kind of something between. So let's see here. Here we have strong, so it should, yeah, so you see, interesting, right? Here, because vanishing point for y-axis here, so I should see his like below chin, yeah, so it should be, we can see his head from bottom, so it will be more proper. Let's have some. Because for me, like how Tsutomu Nihei, how he draw environments, it's just, it's some kind of it's so surreal and fluent. It feels like a actual experience. And when I was reading his Blame first time, like I read like almost all non-stop, almost all of his chapters, and I get this feeling like I'm not reading manga, but this feeling like I'm watching my dream. So it's like I'm looking a dream, like when I sleep, you know. So somehow he kind of transcends this medium quality, and he get to point when it's just you just being like absorbed by reality of his visual narration. So here is kind of corridor, let's say. So here now I'm just kind of doodling, improvising random stuff, just exploring perspective grid. What I'm also kind of recommend is just like practice more fun way to practice perspective grids. you are not only drawing grids, but you also explore it for a little bit. Just look what you can draw in this grid. So this way you practice to be more fluent, like less, don't be so much perfectionist, and just say, okay, I will try, we'll see what happens. Just kind of like a mind flow drawing, you know. I have actually like huge sketchbook. I will show you. So here is a sketchbook, my DIY, where I draw like flow of mind, like how it's called, like just no story, no sketch, just ink, drawing comic book like this. So I'll find some page I can show you, like this one. So I was just like make a schedule for myself, like say every day I need to draw a comic book page, and just whatever. And sometimes it's total cringe, sometimes it's some kind of interesting idea. Like let's find. And I really, it's really interesting. It's kind of open some. Some energy, like flow state, when you can just like your imagination start to flow like crazy, and you like, I was drawing and just surprised like how, where I get this idea, it just come up from my brain. So let's see. This one I did with watercolor. Even it's like about like comic book artists who have no ideas for for his comic books, and same, I was just like just improvising, just drawing. Here I use some pencil, but no any story. I just improvising in the flow. So he's just like drawing these MMA fighters, and he like, I don't know what I'm doing. I was just kind of exploring medium. So, and then he, because he thinking too much, then resistance manifested, and just punch him in the face, so he fly out of window. So resistance can kill you, so don't let it grow. You need to work. So then it's like guys go out from comic book, want to revenge for their creator, so they beat resistance. And this resistance is not Che Guevara, it's resistance like from a book, War of Art, by Pressfield. So you should to read book War of Art, not Art of War, War of Art. So there have this concept of resistance. Yeah, so. Just showing you. So sometimes I just do this practice, like when you have some medium and you want to explore, just explore it, like try how it feels, try like what you can do with it. So like here now I was thinking, okay, I want to make a corridor, but then I think like, okay, I also want to make, just in the moment I was thinking like, oh, I want to make a window here, so let it be like a big window, so you can see outside. course Shibamoto. Okay, I will check towards Shibamoto. Thank you. Так, so here I have horizon line. Так. What biggest projects I've been working on? Так, oh, if here's corridor, so there should be building. Oh no. Okay, let's do kind of this. So here will be little building, and now here I will put some buildings like far view. Oh, and let's make here like a flying vehicle. Outside. So what biggest project I've been working? Let me think. Because you know what you mean by biggest, like my murals, like drawing murals was like very big because it's really intense. I got like very short time and it's been like crazy challenging. So if in terms of challenge, it's drawing like huge murals, like line art murals on the walls. If talk about like a company, like a big client, or like what do you mean by biggest project? Like biggest in terms of luxury, then it was my art residency in Shanghai with Swatch group. Так. It's definitely kind of most luxurious collaboration I got still. And I've been work a lot with the Taiwan government, with the Ministry of Culture. I don't know, I've been teaching in schools. I not work in Disney, so here's I cannot brag about working with Disney or stuff like that. Oh, like I say, so if it's kind of like if you mean like my this like career achievement kind of big project, so it seems it's more like Swatch group. So I've been like collaborations this with the Swatch group in Shanghai, and recently like this year I've been work with the Taipei gallery. I don't know, not like super big something yet. I don't know. If you have some big project for me, I'm ready. Так. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, kind of this here, so let's keep it here. So let's see, let's try this a 3 vanishing point, curvilinear. Because I'm not careerist, like I don't care. I don't care much about like oh, who I work with. Like I don't know, somehow I just don't have this passion to luxury and big money. Like I don't care. I've been like I got some clients like a billionaires, like literally billionaires. I've been drawing like for one of my clients was in Hong Kong. He have bunch of skyscrapers, so he ordered me to make sketches of 3 of his skyscrapers in the center of Hong Kong. So it's literally, like here's like huge building, and he say he want to gift his father, and okay, I lost here. So and so he asked me to draw some sketches of his buildings, but I kind of like I don't think about it every day, Can say it's big because he is really big. There I've been work with some bank, and they're huge. It's some bank which is part of a big company, which is like a group, and they sell diamonds from Africa. It's some Chinese company. So I bet they're huge, but I kind of like I forget about this stuff. So for me, more like interesting, is like for me, big projects has been like when I did this like a mural, which was like mind blowing. Like I never draw murals, and now I need to draw mural right now. It's like, oh my god! Like so I started to like looking for reference, and like creating composition, like improvising right on the place, and there's people walking around. They look at me, they like expect good work, and it's like, oh my god, so much kind of pressure and expectation, and you draw in front of people. And eventually I did like mural. I've been really proud, and this is just mural in a school. It's in a school, it's not like in I don't know, like a Porsche salon. It's in a school, so you might say like, nothing cool here. It's like, for me it's cool. For me it's very cool because there's like real people walking around, and I can see like I doing real impact. These people really understand and feel kind of what I do. Like I've been drawing mural in a school, like in a very small town in the north of Taiwan, like fisherman town kind of, and so I draw kind of like half of their town in one picture. Like I don't know, like draw this bay kind of, right, with a fisherman boat, so like many details. And I hear kind of when on a break between classes, like children running around, and then when I like start to get details in my mural, some children they stop kind of and start to look they just start to enjoy it, just standing looking at this like very impressed. And then some children like screaming for his friend. He said like, where are you, like what are you doing, let's go play together. And he said like, like I'm watching art, you know. So like, oh, so cool, you know. So because I was sitting like in a class all this time, and now he have finally like this big break when they can run around and play. And I remember how much I want just to being crazy, run around with the friends. But instead he stopped and he looked at my work. I mean, this was really cool. And in the opposite, I've been in Shanghai, super like luxury gallery. Not my exhibition, it was somebody exhibition, like contemporary art. It is just feels like nothing. Like I was like, really, you call this art? Like sometimes it's absolute scam, you know. Not all art in this gallery is a scam, but sometimes it is. And this exhibition was one of it. And there was like television, was like all these rich people, like super rich, you know, like all this like VIP in Shanghai, you can imagine. So, and I see like me as artist, I don't see anything in this work. So I'm sure nobody can see there anything. Only if you never seen like anything in your life, you just come out from cave and you're like, wow, this is marks on the frame, on the canvases. It's so impressive, you know. So nobody impress, nobody, but they cannot even comprehend this kind of like I don't know still kind of even how to explain. For them it's all about experience of luxury. So it's like we have all these amazing like important people around, we have all this attention, we have like high quality event, and this is what important. And nobody understand of this art, nobody have any idea of it. I was trying to talk with people, they just don't have any thoughts in their mind, you know, like, no, I mean maybe about money or about some other stuff, but not about exhibition, not about art. Just like just emptiness in the brain, you know. And consider this kind of exhibition an achievement. Well, I will rather consider it just like mundane work. These exhibitions is just like your work for them. You see all these people like who just like walking around, just like have no idea, like they don't understand what you're doing. It's just no interest in really. Hello, fat boy. I've been like studying in art college, and then actually I quit. I didn't finish my art college education. So most of stuff I learned myself, but art college maybe they give me some first like momentum, because I've been apprentice kind of real artist in this art college. So my teachers like were real artists with real like passion, experience, and really high level. So they give me this momentum kind of idea and vision of like academical art approach kind of, right? So like let's say like these artists who I met, they look like engineers, they don't look like artists. Every serious artist, they don't look like artists. No, like most of them, of course it's personal, somebody want to look fancy, it's no problem with that, but usually most of them they just look like engineers or like I don't know, school teachers, just like very like just hardworking normal people kind of this, because it's really serious hard work if you want to be serious artist. And then with this idea, with this concept, with this understanding, I just apply it to my own path when I was learning myself from different sources, from different tutorials and stuff. Because now it's insane how many material we can find online, right? All these courses, workshops, books also important, yeah. So practically, yeah, you are still apprentice when you learn online too. When you read book, it's like your apprentice. Yeah, maybe like if we talk more exact like meaning of being apprentice, it's when you became almost like a copy of your teacher. So you're like, he passed his vision into you. I didn't have that. It's like we have such teacher in a parallel group, not in our group. He was literally like teach everybody paint like him. So when they finish art college, they all paint in his style. And it's kind of like, I don't think that's a big problem. It's just you need to also be aware of it and later find your own way. But in general, yeah, I agree, like any education is, well, for me, it's like how I understand it, is always like apprentice and the master. So it means like your teacher, he must be expert in a field. You cannot learn anything from person who just quoting some book, some study book, who just reading for you. No, it should be somebody who really have a lot of experience, a lot of insights, and rest stuff is very much about self-education, because even when you go to college, even when you have teacher, it's about self-education, because you need to have your own practice and like not only do what teacher tell you to do, but also do more. You need to do more than teacher ask you, and then you will have experience, then you will have questions like you can ask from your teacher. If you not have a like initiative, if you're not improvised, if you don't have like this proactive mindset, you will just like puppet, kind of like follow your teacher everywhere, like follow, like just, you know, like the students who sit in a class and they wait teacher tells them what to do. So teacher tell like him like, okay, draw circle. He draw circle and wait. He don't want to do like, he don't want to take responsibility. The student don't want to take responsibility, don't want make any extra effort, like, oh, I don't want like this unnecessary effort. So I'm here to learn from teacher, so teach me, you know. No, this is ridiculous. So student must have here like motivation and eager and initiative. then this initiative from this own practice come like or like appear real real interest, so real questions like, oh, I want, like, I go to art college because I want to be comic book artist. So I've been like, aside from studying art college, I've been drawing comic books for myself, and this give me this experience, like motivation to go to art college. So I've been like asking teachers like how to be better, how to draw better and stuff like this. Like here I draw this weird car. Anyway, this one, wait a second, bottom left panel on the left page. Yeah, this this like fish eye 3-point perspective. So you see this horizon line, this y-axis, and this is here. So this one is like 45 angle. Так. Так, what I'm doing here. So again, like what I'm doing now, I explore perspective grids. So just like doodling stuff to see what I can do with this perspective. And this is kind of practice. It's kind of like a part of theory practice. So this is how I can have better idea of how perspective works. Also like how I can use it instead of just looking at their work and having this like feeling like I can use it already. No, better really practice it, really see how I can apply it. And also making these small thumbnails is just like a faster way to get this mileage, like experience. It's kind of because I have like kind of a full cycle, all stages of creating illustration here, like start from grid, then composition, ink, same like if I do mural or I do painting or illustration or comic book frame, will be same sequence. So, and also like if you want to draw like Kim Jung Gi, I believe this practice will make you faster and get there than just practice of drawing without pencil. No, you will get to this stage when you don't need pencil after you practice like this, like after you practice drawing with composition and perspective grids, because you really need some kind of like couple hundred of such drawings in your baggage, kind of. So this what also Kim Jung Gi got. It's because he have a lot of slow drawings with many pencil work in the past. So this give him this ability to draw without pencil later. Так. So let's do. Here we have this y-axis. Here is horizon line. So it's like camera looking up. Here is X and Z. Here. Oop. Так. So let's see. And Y. Let's draw some more Y axis. Draw more sporty car, but okay. Let's do like this. Let's also make, so here is I'm improvising, just see what can be kind of here. So let's see here some pedestrian. just doodling stuff. So it's kind of like I say, it's really refreshing practice. It's like it's useful because you practice grids, and it's also teach you to kind of let it go, so you can just draw without much planning, without much worrying about final result. So let's say here be like this. And it's also very cool demonstration of how perspective grids work, because it's kind of, for me, it feels like I'm 3D modeling right now. It's like I'm making 3D model, because I actually feel this space. So these buildings all kind of in this 45 angle, but let's use same y-axis, but draw building in different angle. So now this building is in a different angle here. So like, yeah, this one is like just usual 1-point perspective. Так. So let's see here what I want to do here. Also maybe I do a different angle. So road here, turn on the right. Something like this. And buildings there. Ah, I forget. Here's some old place. Okay. Anyway, так, so. So can draw some people. maybe some car here. And then let's also make zebra crossing here. Kind of this. Maybe some advertisement. Airplane. Так. So push like, subscribe channel, and check out my other tutorials. There is a lot cool tutorials on my channel. And let's do this one. Can also tilt it a little, so just to show some variety. Because you like these grids, you always can tilt. So it's y. It's also y vanishing point above called zenith, one vanishing point below nadir, and then here we have x and z. So it's kind of like 5-point perspective here. Ah no, not 5, because it's 45 angle here, so it's x and z, so it's different. So we have kind of this, z go like this. If you just open this stream, later you can watch it from beginning. It will be a record on my channel, so you can watch it. I explain perspective grids in the beginning of video. Let's see. We have many cars. What else can do? Okay, let's do like So just having fun right now. So I have structure, and the rest I just improvising and give me some freedom to make silly mistakes. Так. Because I make clear goal here for myself is just to see what kind of situations I can draw with these grids. It's also kind of essential principle in your work. You need to have a clear goal, which is mean you have priorities. So having goal, it means you describe for yourself what is a top priority and what is less kind of important, kind of some descending hierarchy of goals. So like top priority here is just to draw different objects in perspective. Second goal is to kind of extract some interesting ideas, just practice my imagination, kind of practice to let go, set free my imagination, so when I can draw without restrictions, without much pressure of without much requirements. And what third goal here is like practice the drawing cars, environment, make video, and etc. So here what we have. Так. So we can draw here like a hill. So this is our y-axis, right? So here kind of road, maybe like here, and then well, let's make it here will be road, but I want it to be like a hill here. So I will do like 45 angle vanishing point here, so on this line. So now it will be my vanishing point for this road. So then I can do, let's see, if car jumping here. Kind of confused here. Anyway, let's do like road like this. So here will be a street, and then here we have turn for this road like this. Maybe here we will do road kind of descending to here. So here is like going straight, here descending, and from this it's again parallel to ground. So we have this kind of San Francisco kind of road. Also watch my tutorial how to rotate stuff in the 5-point perspective. Hello Kent Thomas, cool, thank you for gift. Oh, membership. Wow, 5 memberships, so cool, thank you Kent. You're like really surprised me. We'll look at more later what happened. It's something unexpected surprise. Thank you very much. Так, so here we have this road. So let's see. I can also make. Okay, anyway, let's make a building here. Just find a small building. Oh, so cool. I didn't know can gift memberships. So cool. So here I just making buildings. Let's see. Oh, maybe I can draw some bridge. Yeah, let's do like elevated road here. So we have buildings here. Huh. Cool. Thank you, Kent. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Check out also my other tutorials there about curve perspective, fisheye perspective. Так. will also make some tutorials with Ryan Berry, like analyze his illustration. Maybe tomorrow I will see. Maybe tomorrow we'll do this like perspective breakdown. Oh, need to make some cars here. Why not? So here let's do some car here. Here maybe like a little rotated kind of car, make a turn. Here, let's see what we can put here. Also, yeah, should be some dust kind of, or maybe smoking wheel. Also can make them in perspective. Yeah, this kind of point, we know when you start to feel like you're drawing, when you've been drawing in the childhood, when you just see it and drawing stuff, it's so fun. And the problem is like why we are not able to have fun like a children when we are adult drawing, because we expect from ourselves to have a quality work, and to have this quality work you need to know structure, and you need to make some practice of structure so it will be like fluent. Hello James, cool, thank you, yeah, I'm glad to for your feedbacks and comments. So here, let's see, some police. maybe here some. Because it's like a chase, so we need to make more mess. Oh yeah, for sure. It's like, can't you say you need to practice? Yeah, you need both. You need to clarify for yourself what is your, like, what you want specialize in. Like, you want to make comic books, or you want to make illustrations, or you're making paintings for exhibitions. What is your main focus? Where you want to, which field you want to be work? Like, let's say, like, what artist profession kind of you want, right? So, and you should do it kind of constantly. And also you need to have isolated time for practice essentials. And when you on a beginning stage, it's like you better have more time dedicated to study essentials. But what I mean, you should not abandon your main focus, because it helps you to, it should be your motivation kind of, and your compass kind of, like why you study, because you can lost in theory, like it will become like just like this, like endless hard work, because it's really endless. You will always improve, you will always need to improve your quality. So kind of make this balance between actual work when you making your kind of illustrations, like kind of, let's say, learn to be okay with your current level. It's like just kind of admit it, so like, yeah, I see my perspective is bad here, but I do what I can do, like, for a current moment. And this also kind of stimulate you to improve faster, so you will more dedicate to study perspective. If you will only, like, you can, like, for a short time, like say like 1 week or 1 month, you say like, okay, I only study and practice perspective, but this is kind of danger. You need to also be aware of this, because you kind of put yourself in the very stressful like situation, when you can have for a long time, you can feel like you don't have any result. Like, you have all these sketches, all this practice, it doesn't feel like you make something, it's just your practice, Sometimes it can really kill your motivation. So better if, like, you say, like, one day you make some picture, then you make some practice, maybe next day you do only practice, but after day you again make your picture, so you feel like you're artist in a way. Like, maybe it's hard to explain. I actually plan to make video about this, like how to improve. So like how can you better organize your work so you can improve and also kind of don't lost motivation in a way, because yeah, like in my case again, I've been drawing. My case is very funny because I had like very basic perspective knowledge like for 10 years maybe. I've been already kind of travel artist. I have exhibitions, I have clients, and I just manage to how to say, I managed to avoid my lack of perspective in my work. So I'm more focused on details. I'm more focused in composition, in like interesting like rhythms and unusual subjects, kind of, you know. So like put some originality without much perspective. You know, you can see it in my old work if you find. So it's not hard perspective there, but people keep telling me like my perspective is so good, like, and I like, seriously, like I have like very basic perspective actually. So because everybody was telling me like my perspective is so good, I actually start to, I say it's like, okay, it's some kind of sign I should to follow this sign, because if people say they really appreciate my perspective, I should really improve my perspective to point when it will be really impressive. So it will be really outstanding kind of perspective level. So I start to practice like about, I don't know, like 10 years ago I start to like more study more deeply perspective, and like really seriously I study perspective only 5 years ago. I mean like study on more serious level like Kim Jung Gi or Kranz or Mao, this stuff. Just so all this time I know I have bad perspective, and I feel like of course I wish to have better perspective, but it doesn't stop me from producing my personal work. So this is what I mean, and this also gives me this understanding that it's also important to keep doing your work no matter what level you have, because making your work is also core practice you should have. So we need to always have these two practice of like actual creative work, no matter how simple and primitive it might be, but it should be like your kind of fun, your creative flow. And second practice, it's study when it's just here is nothing creative, and this stuff is nothing personal, it's just theory and the practice of theory. So this one is more creative because I kind of practice being like improvising, kind of, right? So like let go my imagination, kind of just without criticizing how funny it look and stuff. How do you start taking projects? I would love to hear your advice on this. How do you start taking projects? Over the finish line? I don't understand what this finish line. Taking projects over finish line. This turns. You not understand this expression. What does it mean? Taking projects over finish line. Okay, here's some funny motorcycle. Так. It can be windows. I just don't want to spend time for drawing windows. How do you start, like, and what material you draw? Yeah, okay, so if you member now in my channel, I will add you to Discord. Like, you should be in my Discord. So I will double check how it works with Discord. So in Discord you can show your work, so we can talk about your work, because it's kind of like too broad question. So without seeing your drawings, it's hard to how to answer anything. I better see what you draw. If like this, just generally speaking, final, like, to know when you're finished, like, quality of final work depends on material what you use, because ink is kind of have limits, right? Like, if I will start to put like more details here and there, like, I don't know, let's make him like a knee here. It's just from certain moments just start to feel like it's too many lines, and like people don't recognize anymore what is here actually, like where is what. So I don't know, like, yeah, it's hard to talk broadly, but okay, like, another thing, it's about, you always should to have example work in front of you. So like your favorite artist, right? So you should choose kind of favorite artist in your medium. So it's like, if you work with ink, like, okay, for ink I have 3 major artists who I look at, is Möbius, Masamune Shiro, and Atomo, and Tsutomu Nihei maybe. So, and I kind of look in some balance between all of them, because for me, like, Möbius, he feels a little too stiff. It's like sometimes feels like it's a little too realistic, too classical kind of. And Tsutomu Nihei, sometimes he's too much expressive. So I will kind of between Tsutomu Nihei and the Möbius. So I look how many lines they have, how many detalizations they do, how many like dark spots they have. Also, a good example of finishing line work is Ryan Berry 9 Monkeys. and he kind of has this Katsuhiro Otomo quality when it's calls like big, medium, small. So it's like you have big form, then you have like, let's say, medium form, and you have small, right? So small will be like, let's say, like a dark like this, and medium will be like detailed, like very busy detailed, some kind of, I don't know, just some kind of busy pattern, you know. So it's like very busy detailed. When big shape, big form is just something like this. So, and this is work for objects and for your whole composition. So it's better when amount of lines, amount of ink in your whole work is arranged in this manner. So there is like very dark, it's only like, I don't know, like 10 or 8%, and then like many details is about like 20% of your work. So like about 20% of your work should have like many detalization, and 80% of your work should be like something like this. So look kind of this abstract quality of level of detalization, like location of this detalization in like areas, right? And kind of like amount of ink and like how many meter of line you make in your work. Yeah, so yeah, in a way better in you can like talk this in Discord. So everybody, like if you want to discuss your work, even have like audio, maybe video chat in Discord, we can try. You can become member of my channel and or become like patron. So what is more convenient for you? Let's do like billboard here. It's like Hong Kong style road patches. Yeah, it's kind of actually, it's very also I should I wish I realized it earlier, but it's this is what I kind of trying to say. It's important to practice make finishing work, even if it's not perfect and like have problems, like not, it's kind of, it will have problems and you will see them, and this also kind of part of this practice, part of this training to make not perfect work, because actually your vision, your standard always precedes your actual growth. So you will improve a lot, but you're also your vision and your expectations will grow. So you will always see mistakes in your work, and you will always kind of like suffer from these mistakes. It's like, oh my god, it's so horrible. And you learn how to finish your work no matter how many mistakes you do in this work. So they will not demotivate you, kind of, you know. So it's like, oh, I already make 5 mistakes, so it's not worth finishing it. No, it's worth finishing it just for a reason, only for purpose, practice, making actual finishing work. And I have so many drawings when I've been like in the middle of a process. I was just like, no, it's a trash. I just need to drop it. I just go home and kind of rethink about my life. Maybe I should change. Maybe I should stop trying to be an artist. It's like very depressive, very like lost of motivation. But I say like, okay, yeah, just finish your work. Like, yeah, it's trash and blah 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 blah. Okay, I understand, like, but still you need to finish your work. So it's kind of, you know, like this whining part of you, this kind of betrayal, kind of this sabotage identity, kind of, I don't know, within your brain will eventually give up. So, and you will finish. And read book Art of War. Like, let me, I will take it actually. Not Art of War, War of Art. The War of Art. Steven Pressfield. So it's like, I so often, like I say, it was like, if I will listen this inner voice, like this sabotage, I will like have like less than half work, or maybe I will just give up already. But because I keep ignoring this voice and then making finishing drawings, I have so much work done, and I have like this experience. It's really important. Hello, Javier. Cool, thank you for feedback. Cool, thank you, Javier. Yeah, so everybody read this book. It's very small, but it's really essential, and it's every top artist, like every top tier kind of artists, top league artists, they all recommend it. So it's not just some kind of fancy self-help book. This is everybody must have. Every artist must have this book kind of on your bookshelf. Yeah. Так, maybe make some ink. Так, let's just drop some quick shading. So, and it's so funny, and like, and you keep forgetting about this is just like your weakness. every time this kind of self-critic, this resistance feels so realistic. So it's like you really believe this voice. It's like telling you, like, no, you cannot draw. What are you doing? Like, can you see? It's horrible. Stop. And I was like, oh my god, it's horrible. And then some people start approaching me, like if I draw in the street, and say like, wow, so cool, it's crazy. And I'm like, really? Are you like joking me? Seriously? And then I say like, okay, maybe it's not so bad. And after 1 week I look at my finished work, which I believe it was horrible. After 1 week I look at this like, wow, it's actually really cool. Yeah, it's have mistakes. All of my works have mistakes. And you look your favorite artists, they all have mistakes. You just, when you watch somebody else work, you always kind of we have this kind of suspension of disbelief kind of when we watch movies, right? And same, we have this desire to discover, like to be witness of greatness, or like look other artists and we're like, wow, it's just amazing, it's perfect, he's a genius. No, you just you like, for yourself as artist, it's kind of useful to remind yourself sometimes to look into other artists' imperfection, like how often Kim Jung Gi make mistakes in perspective. It's a lot of mistakes. How many, like some like wobble line or some anatomy mistakes or whatever. Every of them, every artist have some mistakes in every of their work. So, and all of them, if they are not some kind of psychopaths, like all of good artists, which is also, I think, you will not good artist if you're a psychopath. You will be kind of average artist. So all of good artists, all of top artists, they always have this feeling like they wish their work was better, like they see they can do it better. But okay, you deal with reality, it's a real world. So if you want to do anything, you should how to say, you should be okay with the fact, like your work will not be perfect, it will be not ideal, like it's just impossible. Even like for me, I'm kind of religious about art process, so I believe like every good work I have, it's a kind of luck. It's a mix of preparation and luck, because it's always something happen more than I can do. Like when I have like a great work, like some really good work, like I'm proud of, it's kind of happen because it's like a miracle. So so it's kind of interesting, like you have this kind of one part is not perfect, you have a lot of mistakes, but then other part of your work that like everything good you have for a certain amount happen without your kind of direct effort, it just appear in your work. You just being you being an actor, you like this work, this artwork happened because of you, because you being active, you're actor, because you prepare yourself for this moment. You train yourself, you make yourself like a very like fine instrument, kind of in the hands of God, let's say, for this kind, because I believe kind of creative process is some kind of miracle and divine. Because when it's really good, like I say, it's just like appear from somewhere. It's like, wow, why is happen? Like when I was drawing comic books without any story, and I see just characters just appear from nowhere. I just like draw some characters talking with each other, and I see it's like they're alive, and it feels like they have backstory, like everybody of them have some personality, some background by occasion, and like when I try to do it myself, like put effort on it, like thinking about like character backstory, character, like elaborate on about him, I cannot do it so well. It's became kind of very shallow and kind of flat. There feels dead. But here I've been like in a flow state, just having fun, you know, just playing around, and boom, like I have like 3 characters talking to each other. They all like have some charisma, then I start to develop in them. And this what about Miyazaki talking about this method of Miyazaki, this how he create his characters, this how he create his stories. Miyazaki, he very religious too. He's a Shinto. I'm more like Christian, and but still we kind of have this feeling like it's some kind of transcendent thing. So it's like you are involved in a very amazing act of creativity, act of like creation. You're being like I don't know how to say. It's kind of privilege to be part of creation process. This is what's happening. And people like who's like too entitled, who so much like believe like it's mine work, I'm so good, it's like I do this, it's only me. Yeah, same. I think usually is not best artist, because they doesn't have this experience of these moments, like what is that, like what did I done right now? Yeah, I expected to make some work, but this, wow, it's like I don't know why this happened here. And yeah, this is why it's also interesting, like otherwise it will be just technical work. It will be too boring if we like know exactly what we're doing and we always do exactly what we plan and expect. Hello, bully. Cool. Thank you, bully. Yeah, I hope it's help you to improve faster and like yeah, I wish, like I'm making videos, like I wish to see myself, you know, like I wish somebody made these tutorials. So it's my kind of proactive position. Says, okay, I want to see these tutorials, so I make them myself. Так. Okay, so kind of this. Yeah. So maybe I can find some parts. Yeah, this book is great, so just read it. I need to read it again. Cool, okay. Yeah, well, I will read this book again too. Yeah, so hello Anna, I'm actually already finishing video. It's like 3 hours already. Like my sketchbook is DIY. I just made it myself. Just took some paper and bind it. It's like many tutorials on YouTube how to make your sketchbook. It's kind of, it's not perfect. So where I show you. But it's convenient because you can do your own sketchbook, your favorite size, and with your favorite paper. It's not so, it's kind of very quick. So, yeah. Yeah, I recommend you can like, it's really fun to make sketchbooks. Yeah, so thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for memberships, for gifts of membership. Thank you Kent, Javier, yeah, everybody. Thank you, see you next video.